Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
For this is what the Sovereign Lord says.
Why do you need prophets to tell people who you are and what you want?
If you can justify everything that the God of the Bible has done, then you can justify any of your behavior.
A lot of this mentality is trickling into what is now mainstream right-wing Christianity.
I am capable of empathy greater than this God of the Bible.
This is a Bible that they tell kids. This is the good Lord. This is the good book. He is fantasizing about murder, mass murder.
Head over to sacrilegiousdiscourse.com right now to find out how to leave us a review or support us on Patreon.
Hey there, sinners and saints. It's your favorite Bible-bashing duo from Sacrilegious Discourse, and we need your help.
That's right, folks. We're raising funds for some heavenly equipment and a studio that doesn't sound like it's in the depths of hell.
Our current setup, let's just say it's more apocalypse than audiophile.
So if you want to hear us dissect the Bible without the background noise of demonic squirrels, chip in a few bucks.
We're aiming for $5,000 to upgrade our audio and build a studio worthy of blasphemous banter.
Donate today and help us spread the good word of atheism.
You can find a link right on our homepage, sacrilegiousdiscourse.com. Every dollar counts.
Even if it's from your collection plate. Husband!
Wife!
Are you ready to record this episode?
I am.
Where have we been and what are we doing?
Well, we're doing a little better. Mm-hmm. Like we're recovering now.
We're recovering,
but it's still been a little bit slow going getting out episodes here. So, but we're back on track now. I think we're hoping we're back on track.
Sure.
For now, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. But we're here.
We're here,
and that's the important part. We showed up.
Here we are.
And I think the last time we did an episode, we read Micah chapter 6.
Sure as fuck did.
And in that episode, God brought out the lawyers.
He did,
and he's litigating the Israelites for their shittiness, I guess. You know, right. Yeah, they were like, yeah, we were shitty. They're like, but and so like, what do we got to do to fix it? And he's like, the fact that you're asking what you have to do is wrong.
No, what they were asking really was, just tell me how many pieces of Flair.
I loved your reference, as long as people got it. But like, there's this movie called Office Space, and Jennifer Aniston plays this girl in there.
And this is what you were
referencing, and it was
like an Applebee's.
It's like an Applebee's or a Fridays or something like that, right? And they have to wear buttons there,
and they call it Flair.
And so you were like, and then she asked, it's an obvious question, right, for somebody who doesn't give a fuck about their job.
Just tell me the bare minimum.
What's the bare minimum? How many fucking buttons do I need? And the guy's like, 7, I guess. And she's like, okay, fine. I'll get 7 pieces of Flair. And he's like, you're missing the whole point.
Yeah, he's like, that's the bare minimum. I mean, if you just want to be a person who does the bare minimum.
Right.
And she's like, then just tell me how many you want.
Which, look, I get it, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I get her perspective, and I also get the other perspective.
Right.
So, I mean, this is one of those places in the Bible where I'm kind of like, I get what you're saying. Yeah. I understand what you're saying.
Because the people just want to check the box.
However.
Much like Jennifer Aniston, right?
Yeah.
Okay, except that we're talking about a waitress versus an entire lifestyle and how you behave towards others.
And a God who doesn't really communicate to his people all that well.
Versus a shitty supervisor at a restaurant.
Which has it's a fucking job with rules.
Yeah.
That are in place.
Written.
He can look it up and see that you get 7 pieces of Flair.
Right.
You can't do that in the Bible.
Right.
You can't do that with God. God's like, I just want you to, I don't know, probably just die, actually, because I don't really know what I want on any given day.
He's like, I want you to not be assholes, but like, and I mostly told you how to not be assholes, but I want you to do it for the right reasons. And I know your heart. So when you're just like, I better not be an asshole because God might get mad, that's the wrong reason.
Right, but he tells it through these prophets. It's always through these prophets, right? Mm-hmm. He's never speaking directly to the people, ever. Mm-hmm. It's always through a mediary that he has to designate somehow that no one else is aware of And so it's just like the whole concept, the whole thing is flawed to begin with when it comes to how you are supposed to understand how much flair you're supposed to wear for God.
Exactly.
You know?
Flair for God.
Yeah. So anyway, that was the gist of Micah chapter 6.
Sure as fuck was.
Which means that today we're getting into...
We're finishing up the book.
Okay.
Micah chapter 7.
All right, let's do this.
Okie dokie. All right, we're about to start Micah chapter 7.
All right.
But I just have one more thing to say.
Just one more?
No, about what we were talking about in the opening.
Oh, okay.
With regard to how much flair should I wear for God?
Yeah.
If he would just tell me, I'd do it.
Right.
Check the box.
Yeah.
And call it done.
Sure.
I think that this gets into an argument that I have heard Christians have around me. It's the whole faith versus works, or acts versus...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it gets into the question of, if you are a super good guy but you don't have faith, can you good guy your way into heaven?
And some people believe yes, and some people believe no.
Right. And
so
some people...
even that can't be agreed upon.
But they're like, no, Jesus is the only way. And it's like, sure, Jesus is maybe the only way. Okay, fine. But is there only one way to Jesus? Is Jesus not bigger than that?
Right. And we even have somebody in our Discord that we talk to quite often that thinks that, like, their belief is that acts can overcome your belief in Jesus, right? Yeah. Like, as long as you are a decent, upstanding human being, that will make up for that difference, right?
I think that is beautiful, but I also think that is, like, exactly not what the Christian faith teaches or promotes. Like, I think that isn't the rules in the rule book.
Well, but that's just it, though. Like, right. That's where some of this is, like, so muddled, and that's that the rule book is pretty much open for interpretation by the individual.
But
to some extent,
I would push back on that with regard to this. All Christians agree that to call yourself a Christian, you have to believe that Christ is the Son of God and that he died for your sins and then was risen.
Sure, but that doesn't preclude those people from also believing that somebody who is a good person and doesn't believe in Jesus and God or whatever isn't going to go to heaven. That can be part of their belief. That there is no set standard, like, one rule book for what it means to believe in God. That's why there's so many different, churches. That's why there's online pastors. That's why there are so many different varieties, because ultimately most people want something that matches up with what they believe.
Right.
It has nothing to do with what the book says.
Right.
It has to do with what they want to believe.
But evangelicals would argue that by saying that you don't have to believe, you just have to do good acts, that you are trying to make the book go along with what you believe.
And that would be what everybody's argument would be,
right?
Regardless of what your stance is, regardless of whether you're evangelical or a very, very, very progressive Christian.
Right.
Like, it doesn't, either way you look at it, no matter which side of it you're coming from, you're going to say that the other side is wrong. That's the whole, that's the whole thing.
What I find interesting is the opposite question.
Okay.
So the opposite question, I know this is a little off topic and ahead, but it just got me thinking. The opposite question would be, what about a person who does have faith but doesn't do a lot of acts? And then, so I have asked that question, and evangelicals will say, well, no, a true believer will be moved to do acts. Like, that's the whole point. And I'm like, but I know a lot of people who claim to be true believers who do not do the acts. And you know how I can say that? When you walk into any fucking church ever, if they have a nursery, you gotta fight to get people to work in that fucking nursery. Nobody wants to work in the nursery.
But again, personal interpretation could mean that the act is just the mere idea of accepting Jesus in your heart, right?
Okay. By acts, I'm talking about doing good.
I understand I understand what you're saying. But I'm saying that the way even that could be interpreted could be different depending.
But that's a vocabulary issue, and what I am referring to herein is doing good deeds. Okay?
Yeah.
And so when people are like, but you'll be moved to do good deeds.
But okay, so they don't want to watch the kids in Sunday school.
None
right?
of them.
Right, but they're going to pay for the persons at McDonald's behind them in line, and then that covers them for at least a month.
No, see, what they should be doing is giving the $5 to the cashier who needs the $5 more than the person behind them in line who can afford to go through the McDonald's line.
But it doesn't matter as long as it makes them feel better
Right.
about their doing a thing.
Yeah.
Then that's all that really matters, right?
Yeah.
Because ultimately, this is all about how you feel you're living your religion.
Right.
Right? How you're affected by it. If you think you are doing good and you're doing the right things, then you are.
Right.
Because there's nobody to tell you otherwise.
Yeah.
You can literally say, no, I believe this because of that. And
Right.
and your pastor or anybody can't tell you different, because ultimately you can be like, you know what? Fuck you. We're going to go to another church. I mean, seriously. There is no, like, I've seen people, I know people who have church hopped because they didn't have the exact right message. And even church hopped so far as to get themselves out of church and into like an online church.
That's my parents.
I know. So, but it's not just them.
Right.
There are many other people that do the same thing. They find the version of Christianity that they want to believe in. That is what, to me, that's what I see Christianity as being. Shopping around till you find the exact right version that matches your values and your beliefs.
So it's basically finding the right guy to tell you how much Flair you want to wear.
I mean, for some people, yes. For other people, they've been indoctrinated into a specific religion so hard that they're never going to leave that religion. And that is their book. That is their law, right? They're never going to leave that. They're never going to shop around because they were indoctrinated into that specific
So
belief.
they like the amount of Flair that they were told to wear, and that's how much Flair they're going to wear.
It's not a matter of whether they like it or not. It's a matter of, this is the amount of Flair that you will wear,
Yes.
or you're going to go to hell. It's a fear tactic at that point.
Sure.
The ones that choose to be Christian and shop around, those are the ones that maybe didn't have a solid, real, belief, but they want to believe so badly, but it's got to match exactly what they want.
Yeah.
Like there's, I don't know. I've seen both.
All I know is if I go into a church and it's always the women too. Men never work in the nursery. If I go into a church and women be fighting each other to not work in the fucking nursery,
Right.
I don't think that church has very much faith inside of it.
I mean,
That's my take. That's the belief I'm walking out with.
there you go.
I'm going to stand up and I'm going to say, all y'all bitches do not really have faith, because faith says that if you have it, that you're going to be moved to act, and ain't none of you bitches up in here wanting to act to work in that fucking nursery.
But maybe God called them that morning and said that, they needed to be in the service because there was a message that they had to hear in the service.
Oh my God.
That's why they're not doing the acts that day.
Okay,
That's why they're waiting until the McDonald's line.
I heard a story about somebody who said that they weren't sure they felt up to going to church the next day, and that if God wanted them to go to church, that he would make sure to wake them up on time.
Oh yeah? Yeah. That's fantastic. I like
Right?
that.
Yeah.
I like
Apparently,
Apparently God never wants me to go to church.
Yeah, I've been told by God that I do not need church because I sleep on my Sundays.
But here's the thing, though. You can't use that as an excuse, because there's usually like an evening service.
Or an online.
Or an online. Yeah, there's a million ways.
You better be making it up somewhere.
There's really not a way around that anymore.
No. All right, let's read this fucking chapter.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to finish up Micah chapter 7.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's exciting.
What misery is mine! Exclamation point. That's a great way to start.
Right, yeah. It's good.
I am like one who gathers summer fruit at the gleaning of the vineyard. There is no cluster of grapes to eat, none of the early figs that I crave.
Okay.
The faithful have been swept from the land. Not one upright person remains. Everyone lies in wait to shed blood. They hunt each other with nets, those fuckers.
With nets?
With nets.
That seems, you're just trying to ensnare them then. Okay.
These
All right.
bastards be out there fighting each other. They are nasty. They're bad and wrong.
I don't go hunting with. I don't know many people that hunt with nets.
The only thing that I would hunt with a net would be a butterfly, like with a butterfly net.
Yeah, I guess I have.
But you know what? Even that, I never liked it because if you touch the butterfly's wing, it gets the dust off, and that's not cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're not supposed to do that to butterflies. Right. So do not use in a net even for a butterfly.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Just stop catching shit.
I didn't know that when I was a kid.
I know.
Like there was just they had butterfly nets and you went and caught butterflies.
Remember how there was a carpenter bee and you hit it with a fucking tennis racket and knocked it the fuck out? That was awesome. You smacked it so hard. That asshole, he went sprock. You hit him into the next ballpark.
Look, I'm not for killing bees, generally speaking, but there was like...
He was harassing you. He was up in your space.
I'm not a big bee fan, just to be clear. But I am a big bee fan when it comes to, like, you know, the world in general.
Just in personal space, you're like, I love bees so fucking much over there.
Over there, yes, yes.
All right, both hands, he continues with the murder, are skilled in doing evil. Both hands, not just one, not the right, not the left, both. Right. They both be doing evil.
That's like double the skill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The ruler demands gifts. The judge accepts bribes. The powerful dictate what they desire. They all conspire together.
I feel like we're talking about Trump and Clarence Thomas and
right. They
seems very pertinent to today.
Elon
maybe even.
Musk, and JD
Weird
Vance,
how
they
that
all conspire together.
Yeah,
and how he's pardoning all of the J6 people and all that.
We don't know that for sure yet, but I mean, more than likely, yeah.
Right. The best of them is like a briar, like, you know, briar patch.
Yeah.
The most upright, worse than a thorn hedge.
Oh.
The day God visits you has come. Boom.
Oh.
The day your watchmen sound the alarm.
Okay.
Now is the time of your confusion. Do not trust a neighbor. Put no confidence in a friend. Even with the woman who lies in your embrace, you know, the honey lip vixen?
Yeah.
Guard the words of your lips.
Or maybe your wife even. Like, maybe I think that's maybe what they're kind of getting at there.
Don't even listen to your fucking wife.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, honey.
So shit's really bad.
Okay, but listen.
Yeah.
You listen to me.
I'm listening.
I'm telling you, when you lie with me.
Right.
When we're in bed.
Yeah.
You listen to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got it.
I don't care if the Bible tells you don't listen to her.
Right.
I think
they're just trying to portray how bad this shit is. Yeah. Apparently, everyone's bad, which would, by default, kind of make you bad, too. Right. So really, how does that exclude you? Like, why are you this message? Who's it being delivered to?
I know.
Right? You're apparently, according to this, you're all shitty.
Yeah.
But also don't trust anybody because they're shitty.
Right.
Like, which is it? We're all shitty or... I'm not.
It's also like that person who goes around going, oh my God, my 6-year-old, such a little bastard. He did this, that, and the other. And it's like, hold on. You're the parent.
Well, this is the way I kind of view religion, right? Like one of the things that bothers me is that the messages often are like, everyone else sucks except you. Right.
Yeah.
You can put yourself as that one exclusion that they're giving, right? Yeah. Like everyone
God's talking to me.
Everyone in this entire room is that one exclusion, right?
Mm-hmm. Every single one. There's 2 of us here. We both suck, but we're also both the exclusion.
Yeah. Well,
God's talking to me, not you. And then you're like,
yeah, it's not. It's they're talking to you, not me. Or whatever. Me. Whatever. Who cares? They're talking
my God, you don't know how to play.
I didn't. Yeah, I sucked.
You did that so bad.
I did.
Okay. Well, God is talking to me, not you. Okay. Because you don't know
God ain't talking to anybody, actually.
No, actually. But,
that's just,
Well, for a son dishonors his father, just so you know.
Yeah.
A daughter rises up against her mother.
Damn.
Obviously.
Yeah.
A daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. No.
This is a lot of rising up.
Yeah,
everybody's fighting everybody.
Rise up. Okay, Hamilton. I love my mother-in-law. I'm not going to rise up against her.
Right, yeah.
A man's enemies are the members of his own household.
Man.
Why did you invite them in?
But they're members of your household. So
It's true. Like, we only have Kid. Like, it's me, you, and Kid, and we are not enemies.
Yeah,
so.
and our cat and the snake.
And the cat and the snake.
Yeah.
The cat and the snake would be enemies.
Yeah.
We do not let them be in proximity to each other.
No. That would be a bad mixture.
I don't want either of them to get hurt. And I think they both would hurt each other.
Yeah.
You know?
Possibly.
And then I think the cat probably would
win.
Eat the snake.
I'm sure that would.
Although the snake is pretty fast, so the snake might try to strike at the cat and then be like, "Oh fuck me, I'm out," and then like slither away so fast.
Right.
And then the cat would just be like at the couch going, meow, 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 like there's something under there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I don't know why I went off on that tangent. But as for me, I watch and hope for the Lord, as we do. I wait for God, my Savior.
Because he's the good one.
As we do.
Right, yeah.
My God will hear me, as he does.
But only because you're a prophet, maybe.
I'm the best.
Or because you're you.
Yeah.
Or whoever he's talking to, that one person. Mm-hmm. You're that one person that God will hear.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a prophet.
All right.
Because I said so.
But or you're just a good person who's talking to God.
Right. Depends who you ask.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. There's some people that think I'm not a good person, so, you know. Whatever.
I think there's somebody that thinks pretty much anybody, like, there's always somebody that's going to think the other person's not a good person, you know?
There's some people that think I suck, and I'm like, I probably do. Anyways, do not gloat over me, my enemy. Though I have fallen, I will rise. Rise up. Though I sit in darkness, the Lord will be my light.
Okay, yeah.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, let it shine, let it shine. Because I have sinned against him, I will bear the Lord's wrath.
Oh.
Until he pleads my case and upholds my case. He will bring me out into the light. Okay. Here's what's happening. I will see his righteousness. So Micah is like, I'm going to take one for the team, y'all. I
don't know if he's taking one for the team.
I read the notes. He's taking one for the team.
Okay.
He's like, I'm admitting that we all suck.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and take the punishment. I'm ready, Lord. Go ahead.
This just sounds like he's selling himself as a good prophet.
Oh yeah. Totally.
He's like, I got this, guys.
Yeah. He's like, watch. Yeah. This is how you do.
I got you.
Yeah. I'll take one for the team. That's what I said. Yeah. He will bring me out into the light. I will see his righteousness. Then my enemy will see it and will be covered with shame. She who said to me, where is the Lord your God? My eyes will see her downfall. Oh. Even now she will be trampled underfoot like mire in the streets.
Damn. That's yeah.
I hate getting trampled
Micah's
underfoot.
Enemy.
I mean,
getting trampled all the time is
trampled underfoot like mire in the streets.
It's not good.
I want that to be the name of a book, like Mire in the Streets. I'm a trample in the sheets, but I'm a mire in the streets.
Oh my God.
What? Come on, that was good. You got to admit.
Yeah.
Yeah. The day for building your walls will come. I don't want to build walls.
Yeah, building walls sucks.
Like, you actually worked for building things.
I did.
I never did, and I don't want to.
I loved it, actually. I want to build things again someday.
Yeah? You can if you want to.
I do. I want to.
You know what I want to do?
What?
Not build things.
I know.
Here's the thing. I don't even like Legos, if I'm being honest. I love the idea of Legos, right? And if I have instructions, I love to follow the instructions and build things exactly. Like, I would be the Will Ferrell in the Lego movie. The guy who, like, he builds it and then glues it all together. I would be that guy.
Yeah, not me.
Because to me, that is how you play. Like, I don't want to use my imagination and make shit up.
You want to follow the instructions and get it done.
Yes, but not just get it done, like to get it out the way. Like, right. No, I like precision.
That's what it's supposed to be. So I'm making what it's supposed to be.
But then, you know what I actually really like is when it tells you to put like a yellow flower on that corner. I'll be like, I'm going to put a blue flower.
You rebel.
No,
you are a rebel.
I like being creative within the bounds of what the rules are telling me that we are creating.
What would I do with that same set?
you would not have instructions because you would not know where they were.
Well, there's that, and I wouldn't really want them anyway because I'd want to just build whatever I felt like building.
I know.
And that's where I see the fun. I hate the pre-designed sets.
See, and
I'm like, this is dumb.
I think that there's room for both kinds of people in this world.
Sure.
And I think that that is how you and I balance each other so well.
I saw they make, you can get like Lego to build houses basically. Like you can build walls, like you can make actual like structures with Lego stuff.
I want to go, like I've never been to one of those like Lego universities or
That
like
would be
the
so
Lego
cool.
Not just the Lego store, like the Lego
like, there's like
world.
whole places you can walk in, like like life-size shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy crap.
I think that should definitely be on like our couple's bucket list.
Oh, yeah.
Like we need to hit one of those one of these days.
Yeah.
Like we should find the nearest Lego place.
Right.
I don't think they have
there's
one.
there's a Trader's World.
Okay, they have
There's one
like
down there sort of.
But that's like a Lego store.
Right.
They don't have like a lot of stuff there. It's just a flea market.
Right.
You know, so they're not going to have like a ton. I want to go to like an official, like in a huge
like
mall.
Chicago, like the Lego store. Or something like that, right?
Yeah.
I don't know where it's at, but like, you know.
Like the.
Right.
You know?
New York City, wherever it's at.
Yeah. I want to do that.
Maybe there's more than one. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that'd be fun.
That would be fun.
It would.
I want to do a Sanrio. That's Hello Kitty and Friends.
Yeah.
I want to go to one of those official stores. Oh my God, I would go nuts. Like I would spend $1 million, like a quarter at a time, on just the littlest, stupidest shit.
That's not a lie.
No, it's not because the smaller the thing,
I know,
the more I love it.
Wife loves trinkets,
and the higher my squee gets.
Yeah,
it's
true.
It's amazing.
If you want to make wife happy, you just buy her some pencils, pens, and erasers.
And the smaller they are,
and some stickers.
Oh my God! Oh, I'm just imagining and pink, all the pink.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Stop. Like literally, I have a squee building inside of me.
If you really want to cap it off, you can get her a bookmark.
You know, I'm not.
No, not a bookmark.
I'm not a bookmark fan.
If it was just the right one, though, you you would at least appreciate it.
Okay, here's the burning truth.
Mug.
No, stop.
I'm trying it. I'm sorry.
Stop. Here's the thing. People think that because I love books and I love reading that I want bookmarks. But I don't, because what do I need 10 bookmarks for? I got one. You know?
Yeah.
And I don't misplace it because I'm not like a Neanderthal. Okay? And here's the other thing. Don't get me mugs because I am I have specific mugs I like. The tall, thin, they're called latte mugs.
Right.
And you can only use a long spoon in them, like a teaspoon, you know?
Yeah, right.
Don't just get me a mug willy-nilly.
This can't be anything, right?
No.
Yeah.
And people always be buying me mugs, and it's like, thank you. I really appreciate it. I do. It's the thought that counts. It's just that I don't want it.
Right.
You know?
I got you.
It's kind of like if somebody's like, oh, you love Stephen King. Let me buy you a Stephen King book. But then they buy me one that, like, oh, I only have 30 copies of that because, you know, because everybody loves The Stand.
Right.
Obviously, it's his magnum opus.
Right.
So, like, that's the one you buy people.
Sure.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, Hello Kitty. The day for building your walls will come.
But not with Legos.
But not with me.
Right.
The day for extending your boundaries. Oh, they're going to colonize.
Oh.
In that day, people will come to you from Assyria and the cities of Egypt, even from Egypt to the Euphrates, and from sea to sea, and from mountain to mountain. The earth will become desolate because of its inhabitants as the result of their deeds. So people will be coming from all over, and the world will be empty.
The rest of the world's going to be empty because they're coming to God.
Yeah, and it's going to make the whole planet like wobble.
I see.
Because
so like all the humans are just going to end up in Israel? Is that what's going to happen?
Don't forget, they thought that like the earth was only that one continent area.
It wasn't quite as big back then.
Right. The earth was so much smaller in the before times.
Yeah.
Shepherd your people with your staff, the flock of your inheritance, which lives by itself in a forest, in fertile pasture lands. Let them feed in Bashan and Gilead as in days long ago, as in the days when you came out of Egypt. I will show them my wonders. This is God like bragging on himself. He's like, am I not magnificent? Look at all my shit.
Right. He's like, eventually, y'all will have Israel all to yourselves again someday.
My Legos are the biggest Legos. Nations will see and be ashamed, deprived of all their power.
Why?
Because
God said
we can't just.
Why weren't they before? I don't like this. I don't get.
We can't just have happiness. We have to have happiness, but also be afraid.
Like, how many fucking hundreds and thousands of years do these people have to go through before they are allowed to have
all of them
to be powerful?
Never
to be the winner.
Never. That's the whole point.
When do you get the fucking chicken dinner?
The Jewish plight is that you are never the winner. That's the whole Jewish plight.
Right.
Honestly.
It just doesn't make sense to me.
But if you're born into it, that's what you think.
Like, if you're a Christian, the fucking Jewish people never won.
Right.
They never won.
And they never will.
And they never will.
Right.
It's just such a shit state of affairs.
But what's sad is that if you're a Jewish person, you also think and know, I never won.
Well, yeah,
I never will.
You could apply that across the
Jewish people, regardless of who you are and what faith you are, everybody across the board knows that the Jewish people never win.
Right.
Period.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Sigh. They will put their hands over their mouths and their ears will become deaf. They will lick dust like a snake. All them snakes be licking dust.
I don't think they do.
That is, our snake does not lick dust.
No, he definitely does not.
You know what our snake licks?
The air.
The air to sniff, because that's where their sniffers be.
Yeah.
But also, he licks at his little frozen mousey.
Yeah.
Right before he chomps it.
Right.
Just to make sure, is this what I want? Yup.
Yeah.
And then he strikes it. And
right.
It's like, oh, look, you killed the dead. They will lick dust like a snake, like creatures that crawl on the ground. You know how they do?
Yeah.
They will come trembling out of their dens. They will turn in fear to the Lord our God and will be afraid of you. Always be afraid. Never not be afraid. Who is a God like you who pardons sins and forgives the transgression of the remnant of his inheritance? That's actually a play on words, because do you know what Micah's name means?
I don't recall if I did.
His name means who is like God. So then he says, who is a God like you?
Got it. That's hilarious.
Oh, those wordsmiths.
Yeah.
You do not stay angry forever.
I beg to differ.
But delight to show mercy.
Does he, though?
It's thousands of years later, and he's still like, remember that time I pulled you out of Egypt?
Right. But people would say, well, he forgives when Jesus comes along. That's what happened.
I'm like, but we're not
That's
there
where this
yet.
applies.
But we're not there yet.
Right, but I'm just saying, let's just say that we're going with the world is 6,000 years old, like some of these creationist people say, right?
My parents.
Yeah. It took God, if we're going to say that Jesus was the, forgiveness factor, it took God 4,000 fucking years to forgive people. 4,000 years.
Before he figured out, okay, this is what we're going to do. So this is how we're going to do things.
I'm just saying that seems like an extraordinarily long time
for God
to get to the point where you're like, you know what? I'm not going to kill people all the time.
Right.
That's a long fucking time.
Yeah. I agree.
That's just basing this off of the simplest, basic creationist viewpoint of 6,000 years, at which, even if I were to even give the slightest credence to any of the beliefs in the Bible, my idea would not be that viewpoint of the 6,000 years, because obviously that doesn't match up with anything in reality.
Yeah.
That just literally matches up with you. How do people, those ideas are to me equivalent to the flat earth and the fucking, just the crazy QAnon bullshit that you hear. It's just insane.
Or the people who say that you don't have to put Parmesan cheese in the fridge just because you buy it on the shelf. I'm like, oh my Lord, have you never heard of the vacuum seal?
You're saying once it's open, because as long as it's sealed, you're still okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Once you open it, as it says on the motherfucking container, ex-husband of mine, you have to put that shit in the fridge.
wife is actually talking about an ex-husband, not me soon to be ex-husband.
No. Yeah. No. This is literally something that my ex-husband and I went to blows over.
Right.
Because he was like, that makes no sense. You buy it off the shelf, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you can put yours any fucking place you want, but any food that me and my children will eat, if it's going to be in the fridge. It's going to be in the fridge.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I'm not telling you not to, put yours in the fridge. Get a separate one for you. And if you want to eat rotted bullshit, nasty ass shit,
right,
that's fine.
Right.
I don't give it to me. I don't want it.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I wasn't telling him that he had to only put all of the Parmesan cheese in the fridge.
Right.
I was just telling him, if you have to be stupid over there by yourself.
Right.
Don't drag me and my children into it.
Right.
Which I think is fair.
I agree.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Also, come on, guys. Once you open the Parmesan cheese, it does go in the fridge.
Well, yeah, it says so right in the package.
I know.
That's what you do.
I know.
Right.
I just... It's infuriating because, and then people will ask me all the time, why do you feel like you have to validate yourself all the time? And I'm like, because there's been so many idiots in my life that, I have to pull information out to prove, look, see, I really was giving you facts. So that's why. Okay? That's why.
I got it.
Okay, anyway, you, God, do not stay angry forever, unlike wife, but delight to show mercy. Again, unlike wife, I never show mercy. You will again have compassion on us. Yeah, God is great. You will tread our sins underfoot and hurl all of our iniquities into the depths of the sea.
That's so nice of God.
Hurl. You will be faithful to Jacob and show love to Abraham as you pledged on oath to our ancestors in days long ago. The end.
That's
of the whole book.
Yeah, those were interesting references there. To bring up, I get Jacob because that's Israel.
Yeah.
But to bring up Abraham,
right at the last
is
minute,
really
there.
weird. That's kind of out of place for a lot of the other. I don't recall them bringing Abraham into a lot of the...
we refer to them as the Abrahamic religions.
Sure, because that's where it all started.
Right.
Abraham was where it all kind of started.
Father Abraham had many sons.
He's the first conversation.
Many sons had Father Abraham. Have you heard that song?
I have.
I am one of them, and so are you. So let's just praise the Lord. Right arm. And then you put your right arm in the circle like the hokey pokey.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And then
I've heard kind of, but yes.
Yeah.
It's a God song.
And then when you get to the end, you sing it over and over and over, and then your whole body is in the circle.
Oh man.
Because
such a revelation.
Because guess what?
What?
You are one of Father Abraham's sons.
No way.
I was always just that little kid that is always argumentative. But I'm not a boy. I'm not a son. And they were like, just sing along. And I'm like, I can't. I'm not a boy.
Got it.
Don't misgender me.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Right.
I be who I be.
You do. All right. Well, that was Micah chapter 7.
And all the Micahs. That's
it for Micah. Well, I mean, pending our extras.
Here's what we got. We got a Q&A over chapters 5, 6, and 7.
Right.
Okay, which I feel is justified.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then we've got a Micah wrap-up where we will talk a little bit more about the book as a whole and what the fuck and where the fuck and why the fuck.
Yeah.
And then we will have a third episode of Micah, which will be the final one, which is You're Always Wrong.
Or the contradictions, right?
And we'll have a little pop quiz at the end, and it'll be lovely. And then Micah 2 shall fade into history.
Again.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us and hanging in there with us over these last few weeks, months, and what have you. And winter will come to an end at some point.
I was just going to say, fuck winter right in the asshole,
Yeah, that's not where I was going with that, but I mean, sure. It sucks. It
sucks.
How
I feel every winter. I always spend about a month just down.
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay.
And illnesses kind of weigh into that.
That's what I meant.
Else and, all that.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
What do you think I meant by down?
No, depression. Like, there's seasonal depression.
Seasonal depression. Yeah.
So that's...
Well, yeah. I get seasonal depression from being sick for a fucking month. And you're like, you haven't been out of bed in a month, and I'm like, I know.
Right.
So, anyways,
we will be back with the Q&A, and then the wrap up, and then the contradictions.
And somewhere in there we'll have a weekly wrap up, and somewhere else we'll have a live on Wednesday.
And then we'll start a new book of the Bible.
Yeah.
Because that's how we do this.
Yeah.
We just keep on going.
The next one is Nahum.
Nahum.
What's your name?
I don't...
That's not my name. That's not my name.
All right. We'll see you next time, guys.
Bye.
Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegiousdiscourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.